ship traveled to the island of Sodor, you'll hear booming whistles and wheels pounding the rails as the steam engineers go about their work. If you listen closely, you'll hear another noise. From a faraway part of the island, the drone of snorting machines and scraping of steel dances in the air. These are the sounds of the ironworks. Ari and Bert seldom venture outside the ironworks. Their yard is littered with scrap, which they spend their days shunting to the smelter's shed. Lately, there seemed to be more to let down than ever. The Diesels enjoyed their grim work, but it was evident they needed help. One evening, Ari and Bert were resting when a familiar horn cut through the air. Diesel slunk into the yard, a train of scrap in tow.
Well, smirked Ari. If it isn't Mr. Revolutionary himself. Come to take the weight off our buffers, eh?
If I must, grunted Diesel, though I should be out taking work from those rotten steam engines on the main line, not tucked away here.
I'll bet, teased Ari. Well, we'd love to be dazzled by your greatness. Take the train to the shed, and we'll get started.
Mind yourself round here, Bert muttered. Strange goings-on lately.
Bert was trying to be helpful, but he'd made the mistake of giving Diesel an inch. Later, Bert was moving trucks into the smelter shed. Fog had descended on the yard, and he had to move slowly. Suddenly, there was a bump, and a line of trucks went rolling past him, with no engine, as they raced into the mist. Diesel cackled with delight.
Are you quite dumb?
Snapped Bert. Diesel was taken aback.
You're meant to be helping us. Don't know why you bothered to come. Ari and I could do this ourselves.
Diesel fumed on.
Can't rely on time tricks. I need a new one to scare me.
The echoes of the smelting sheds faded as Diesel ventured further into the silence. The night wind blew through the frames of the old cars and engines, which sat languishing under years of rust.
Though perhaps they have some use. Now, which one to scare me? Plenty to choose.
Diesel had been so lost in thought, he didn't notice what sat at the end of his line. A huge tender engine.
Watch where you're going, you.
Diesel stopped short. The state of the engine's decay hit him all at once. Its side rods had been ripped off, and patches of corrosion riddled its boiler. Though its smokebox door was missing, it seemed to be staring at him.
Silly me, chuckled Diesel, getting spooked by this wreck.
And that's when it hit him.
Spooked? Yes, it's perfect. This'll get them.
Slowly, Diesel pushed the hulking mass out of the socket. It creaked and rocked as if it might collapse on the moment's notice. Diesel didn't care. He was eager to spin the trains.
Let's see if they know when this comes creeping up behind me.
It was a good trick, and certainly would have given a great scare. If only it had worked. Diesel slowed down, but the engine didn't. Its old coupling snapped, and any brakes it once had were long since disintegrated. Diesel watched in horror, shot past Ari and Bert, disappeared into the smelting shed, and crashed. All was silent, but not for long. The foreman came stomping and cursing out of the shed.
What the devil do you think you're playing at?
He shouted at Diesel.
I've half a mind to drag you in here and scrap you myself for that little stunt.
Diesel went pale.
You take that iron beast back where you found it this instant, and you can stay with it, unless you plan on smartening up.
Speechless, Diesel rolled into the shed. The engine was still, its front nestled against the buffers at the end of the line. The red glow of molten steel flashed across its old border. Diesel froze.
Who's there? Very fun, truly terrifying.
Diesel grunted. He looked back. Harry and Bert were nowhere to be seen. It was just him and the engine. With more care than he usually took, Diesel pulled the engine from the shed. And set off towards the moon silence. As he pushed it back where it came from, the fog grew thicker and brought with it eerie stillness. The yard lights began to flicker. Diesel glanced around. He thought he could see pale fireflies dancing in the night. Suddenly, the lights cut out. The fireflies grew brighter, revealing dark shapes behind them. Diesel squinted, and that's
what the fuck?
They weren't fireflies. They were eyes, peering out from the twisted remains of engines past.
Disturb.
The lights came on again.
I sleep.
Diesel jumped. A face appeared on the engine where there hadn't been one before. It was gaunt and grimacing, its eyes narrowed in anger. "Ooh!" shrieked Diesel, and he raced away as fast as he could, while the engine and its spectral friends vanished in the mist.
Where have you been? Demanded Harry when Diesel returned. Trying to leave all the work for us, eh?
I'm sorry,
stammered Diesel.
I'll get back to work.
For the rest of the night, Diesel didn't say a word. He worked without fuss and gave the twins a run for their money. Even the foreman was impressed. All the while, he kept looking back towards the sidings, just to make sure he wasn't being followed or haunted. When the work was done, he wanted to go home. "No chance tonight, old fellow," said his driver. "With fog like this, we'll never make it back." Reluctantly, Diesel backed down next to Bert in the shed.
Strange things happening around here, murmured Bert. Oh yes, very strange things.
The twins fell asleep, but Diesel stayed awake.
It must have all been the fog, he thought. Yes, that's it. That's the last time I let those ironworks imbeciles fool me. I'll bet this was all their doing. Oh, let them wait. I'll get them one of these days.
With that, Diesel fell asleep, having assured himself the old engine and its ghostly companions were all in his mind. Or were they?